Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Welcome to Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series. Voila! Where I cover each page of the book, basically. Got a lot of free time. So we're in Values, page 5 right now, and the first question of this section here in the introduction, values are fundamental throughout the whole volume, and the whole volume of my life too, in the way I perceive the world. And this are values something new? Of course not. Which kind of draws into question, why attend to it now? I mean, human values have been considered forever, I'm guessing, and explicitly and systematically by philosophers, as long as such endeavors have been engaged in, I guess. And but maybe it's true that to systematically engage in what are values, what are my values, what are their values, what are the relationships between those values, has been more of a luxury for someone who has that as their job to do. Did I learn what my values are in the way that I learned the letters of the alphabet, or the way that I learned history? Not that I learned a lot about history. No, and maybe they're not well suited to that format of learning in our education system. But did I have explicit, directed, systematic, purposeful, disciplined discussions about my values, things which I view today as some of the most powerful forces on Earth, in the universe, in society? No. And I didn't investigate my own, much less understanding in a clear way what others were, or the significance of those things, the value of those things, or assessing the quality of someone's ability to live out certain values, much less how to communicate about them, how to talk to someone about these arguably most powerful forces. Today, though, things must change. This conversation about human values cannot be left to those who have the luxury to debate and discuss in academia, for instance, or solely in philosophy. Not that I'm saying that's happening, just laying out an extreme there. Our technologies are advancing so quickly that we all not only will benefit, but must engage with our values, what the values are of society that we must prioritize, whether it's genetic engineering. One book that I read about that, Hacking Darwin, talks about the importance of everyone playing a role in decisions of what should and can happen in the future of genetic engineering. Artificial intelligence, certainly human values are talked about by Nick Bostrom in Superintelligence quite a lot, and in interviews that he has had, and how human values must be a part of our decision making about how we engage with the future of artificial intelligence. And the cryptocurrencies, the ability to actually program values into our money, another pretty wild eventuality here. And if we don't do this, well, coders are going to, or whoever it is that's in charge of whatever it is going to use their values, and not necessarily in the most systematic and disciplined way, and certainly not representative of the society which they are, ostensibly serving. So this book is about values. There's another praxis on Creating a Future We Want called Civilization Mapping, that's about human values and architecture, inventory of human values that's accessible, credible, and useful. And in this book, we prioritize values of sustainability and equity in our conversations about values, and the complex, intricate, nuanced, infinitely tangled networks of relationships around each of those values. So that's all in the book. I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, the Visionary Evaluation Series. what would be your vision of a future of our communications about human values?